Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96, and I done popped up with another meeting of the Deadbeat Club, where we're going to sit around and do not much of anything. It's what I'm doing. One of the things I'm doing is the third, sixth, and ninth person to come in are going to get entries to the Jumpin June Gift-A-Way. I got another prize on its way. I'll show that when it arrives. So anyway, right now there's nobody here, and that's okay. I'm gonna open some penny rolls. I have to sit around all day and wait for some inspecting people to come tell me whether or not I properly keep my house. It's a whole bunch of crapola. I think it's ridiculous. They get to tell me if my furniture's in the wrong place and all kinds of bull hockey do. But in the interim, I'm gonna open some penny rolls. So how about that? Here's the firstest one. These are bank rolls, not some not rolled by people. These are machine rolls. I got them from the local Wells Fargo, in case anybody's interested. I have opened 2 rolls from this box so far, and the only treasures, I found 2 2022 pennies, and I found one of the Lincoln, not in the best of shape, but there's Suzette. Good morning, Suzette. You're number 1. So I'm looking for 3, 6, and 9 today. But I'm glad you're here. I just cracked open roll number 3 from a box of pennies that I got the other day. And we're going to see if there's anything in it. I did find my penny cheat sheet, so I remember what I'm looking for. There's Archaeology Mikey. Lucky James Eller is number 3, so he gets the first entry. We're doing 3, 6, and 9 this morning. Mississippi Mary, good morning. You're number 4. AZ Coins is number 5. Next person that comes in will be getting an entry, whoever that may be. Got my notebook ready. Got my pen fired up. Got some rolls to open. Things to look at. What have I done here? Oh, okay. I know what that is. So, y'all help me now with the next person that comes in. Mikey found a $2 Pokemon card. Not much, but most aren't that valuable. Some can be, though. Yeah, I know there's a few that are worth a lot of money. I don't really know anything about that game, but I have a niece whose son does. So I hear a little here and there on it. I did not get to go detecting yesterday. I was sick most of the afternoon and almost all of last night. My digestive disorder decided to have a little tantrum. Let's see if we got any wide AM action happening here. Afraid not. Didn't think so. But always got to take a look at it just in case something good could happen. And I'm just going to do this for a little bit. I got a lot of things to work on today, but I'm not feeling real sporty, so this is something I can do. Let's see if we could get lucky enough to get a DDR here. Of course not, but like I said, we got to look at them. Got to look at them. Wow, 8K for a card. That's pretty good return on your investment for sure. You can find something like that. I'd be happy at this point just to find me a Wheatie. Like I said, so far out of the 2 rolls from this box, I have found 2 2022s and a Lincoln Life Event one. I don't know what that series is called. I always forget. Nope, no wide there. Oh, and of course now my phone's ringing. Let me see who's trying to bother me in case it's the Inspector General or something. No. I don't know who that is. I do not know. They'll have to call me back. I don't know anybody in Zebulon, North Carolina. So probably somebody wanting to sell me something or somebody from my insurance company. They're always. What was I looking for in a 2018? Nothing. Nothing, honey. Come on. Where's the Wheaties? Where's the Canadians? Where's all the good stuff? I said I wasn't going to get any more boxes, but then I did. The opportunity presented itself, so I got one. I haven't even found a copper so far. Not in sight there. A little hot today here in Virginia. That was the other reason I did not go yesterday. I was already not feeling well, and the temperature was well over 90. So I think I made the right call in not going. And Sandy Johnson is number 6. Sandy gets an entry. Good morning, Sandy. So now we're looking for 3 more people to come in. Whoever number 9 is will also get an entry in the Jumpin June Gift-A-Way. I got a couple of nice prizes lined up for that one. Excuse me, peoples. I get sick of these shields already, but I have to look at them because of the 2022s. See if we got a wide AM happening. That would be so nice. Come on, where's the old stuff? I don't want all this junk. Got back into Pokemon cards after finding out some are valuable. I open Pokemon card packs to find rare ones and sell them. I used to do that back years ago with NASCAR cards. And somehow on one of my more recent moves, finally got a copper. Some of them disappeared. Good morning, John. We're just hanging out at the Deadbeat Club here today. Just looking at some penny rolls, signing up some folks for the June contest. Just talking about stuff. Mikey's telling us about his Pokemon card find. He wheels and deals in those a little bit. That's a nasty looking sucker there. And there's an 82. I don't know what I do with that little cup. I was going to put the 82s in. There it is. Since I don't always know if they're coppers or not, and I put them separate. I got a bunch of them I got to check. There's a 68. In the Kappa Hoppa. This roll's not been at all productive. But wants to buy a 1916 D Mercury for his album. I don't think I have one of those either, Mikey. I'm sure I don't. I haven't worked much on my Mercury dimes. I have a few that I've won, and a couple I got from my mom, but I don't have very many in those books. I have concentrated mostly on pennies and quarters. I've been starting a little on my $50 lately. Dimes, I've got some rosies, but not too many on my Mercs. No DDOs in this batch. Big Flip's good people. He'll help you get them, Mikey. No DDO there. Come on, we need some Wheatie. You only have one. Yeah, I think I have about 5, and that's only because my mom gave me a couple that she had, and I won a couple. One I actually found in a Coinstar, but in general, I haven't worked much on the Mercuries, and I love them. I just haven't done much with them. This is an aggravating day for me because I have a lot of things I need to do, and instead I have to sit around and wait for this annual inspection thing. When you live in low-income senior housing, they come around once a year and inspect and make sure that you don't have big dressers in front of your windows and stuff like that. And the problem with the inspections is, unless you want somebody poking around in your house while you're not home, you have to sit there and wait all day because you never know when they're going to show up. And I don't like that. I really don't like people coming into my house at all and telling me where to put my furniture and that kind of stuff. But you have to comply or they can put you out. So, and the people that run this particular place are not my favorites. We'll just put it that way. There's a copper. And the last one in this roll is another copper. Still waiting for 2 more people to wander through so I can finish that part of the program up. Sandy dug her merch. That's cool. That's the way to get them. They mean more when you do it that way. At least they do to me. They mean more than if I went and bought it or something. I don't like to. Once in a while I'll buy a coin, but it's usually something like a Walker or some Mexican coin or something. I'm not big on buying coins for my collection. I kind of like to find them in the wild. I think it's more fun. 1950 D nickel is not one of them. Found it in a bag of Jefferson nickels when I was hunting a bag from the bank years ago. Yeah, see, I like finding them that way. Or finding them in the Coke machine change or something. So, let's move on to another roll. Hopefully we'll do better on this one because there was nothing in that last one except a couple of coppers and an 82, which that's not much. Now, 2 boxes in a row, I have found an Indian head, so that's kind of what I'm hoping for, is to find another IHP hiding over here in this box. That would be fun. Copper in the hopper. More copper in the hopper. But I'd like to find something a little more exciting than that. There's a 63. I think I'm going to stack my 60s on the side. I know I threw one in the copper hopper, but there's not a lot happening. I got my metal detecting show comes on tonight at 6, and we're going to be visiting the state of Delaware tonight. See what they find up in Delaware. And we're also going to have a discussion tonight, so think about this. We're going to have a discussion of the worst thing you ever bought from metal detecting, something that you thought was going to be a great tool or a great detector, and it turned out to be junk. So we're going to discuss that because I've got a couple of those. and they're both the same item. I got kind of still don't have the best tool for that one particular job. I've bought 2 that I don't care for. So we're going to have that discussion. And if anybody had any good finds they want to share photos of, you can email them over to me and we'll pop those up on the screen tonight during the show. Show some of your better or worst finds. Oh, there's a 2022. We'll keep that rascal. And my friend Dawn, the metal detective, she had quite a interesting find when we were down in Florida. I'm glad it was her and not me, and that's all I got to say about that. It was pretty bad. I have found the same item in the past, though, so I can't really say anything. Some damages around the outside of the house from rain being collected there. Yeah, that'll happen. water damage can sneak up on you, that's for sure. I lost my place in Michigan due to floodwater damage. So I am all too familiar with what water damage can do. Here's a copper for the hopper. I'm just putting the copper aside to weigh it. I've decided I'm not keeping the copper. I just don't have room. There's another 2022. I'm keeping all the 2022s until I find the tidiest one for my book. So far, we're not turning up much. There's a 62. Hi, Jaji. Jaji's number 8, and we're looking for number 9. Next new person that comes in will get the last entry of this stream, and I'll be doing more tonight. We're gonna play some games during sweeping the dirt. So come on, give us something better than this. I don't know why these boxes from Wells Fargo always start out really slow. I always have to do about 10 rolls before I hit anything at all exciting out of them. They just... I'm hoping I feel better tomorrow. I want to go digging. Yeah, that's true too, Mikey. I used to live in Texas, and a couple of the places I lived in were pretty poorly constructed as far as the quality of the wood and that sort of thing. And then other ones were really good. So it does depend on where you live. There was a period of time there for a while that they were getting pretty sloppy, and then some really bad hurricanes came through and they tightened up their construction regulations to try and keep houses from falling down on people's heads. We're down to the last 6 pennies in this roll, and other than a couple of 2022s, not much exciting here. And there's number 9, Paula Abrams. Paula gets an entry in the Jumpin June Gift-A-Way for being the 9th different person to come in. So welcome, Paula. Congrats on getting an entry into the end of June giveaway. I will be showing you all the prizes in a few days. I'm just waiting for one of them to get here because it's a beaut. And then I'll make the video. Two to go. Not much so far. Pretty gloomy. I got so many things I need to be doing today besides sitting around here waiting for somebody to come criticize my housekeeping. If they say anything, I'm just going to remind them, hey, look, a month ago I was having brain surgery, so leave me alone. I didn't kill myself here trying to tidy things up, because I decided I'll just wait and let them tell me what they want me to do, and then I'll do that. I have too many other more important things to work on besides what somebody else thinks about my housekeeping. And if they say anything about my floors, I'm going to take them out in the hall and point out that the floors in the common area need mopped, and maybe they should go out there and pay attention to that. Next, Raw. A different type of person. I think we all are, Paula, or we wouldn't be playing with coins and metal detectors. That's a fact. Oh, boy. Nothing exciting happening here at all. Come on, we need Wheaties. Breakfast of Champions. Come on, show me something good here. And cards. Yeah, right, and Pokemon cards. Yep, and yep. Yep, and yep. Yeah, these are all too new to be fun. We can look for the close AM. Not there. Not there. I hate shield pennies. I just do. I'm not even finding very much copper in here. Oh, there's a 69D. We'll set that aside. I'm setting my 60s aside. Copper. Oh, this is like watching paint dry, huh, folks? Just waiting for the world to pass us by. Yeah, I'm probably not going to sit here too long, but see if we got a wide AM. Nope. Copper into hopper. So anyway, like I said, I'll be doing tonight's show. If you got any good stories of stuff you bought for your detecting, yeah, we're going to discuss that tonight, because I got a doozy. I just still am not satisfied with my purchases, plural, of one particular detecting item. Oh, and I got something I can show you later on the detecting show. My brother had given me his vintage, well, semi-vintage, his 1999, 2000 metal detector. Well, when I finally got to make my trip to Florida last week, when I went in the bedroom to put my stuff in there, he had found the hat that goes with that detector. He was given a hat as part of his purchase package back then. And so now I have the hat that goes with it as well. After all of this inspection junk goes on, I'm going to rearrange my room a little bit so I can put my sticker board and some of my interesting things in the background and start going back on camera again. That's an interesting looking mint mark. I'm going to turn that. There, it almost looks like there's an S under that D. Only the S is turned the wrong way. That is weird. I don't know what's going on there. That is weird. What am I looking at here? Yeah, it almost disappears when you turn it that way. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to set that aside as wackadoodle. See, that's a category that I think they should have for coins. The wackadoodle category. When you just don't know, what the heck is that? What am I looking at? Hey, hi, William. How you doing? I still got to send a shirt out. I was trying to think who I was supposed to be sending a shirt. It's for William's daughter. I got to write me a note. That was who it was for. I just couldn't remember. Actually, you weren't 12, but you were 11. Paula was 9. William was Noel. Mark was... Well, I'm out of it today. Paula was 9. William was 10. Mark was 11. And he acts like it. Thank God he does, because he creates humor in the channel. No DDO living on that one. In the hopper you go. Yeehaw. Boy, these rolls stank. They smell worse than the dead fish on the beach. Yeah, maybe, Paula. I set it aside. I'm going to go back and revisit it. I can't quite figure out what's going on with it, but it doesn't look quite normal. Oh, here's one of my favorites to look at. The 84, looking for the double ear. I have yet to find one, but it's always fun to look. Always fun to look for that double ear. 95, we're looking for a DDO. The elusive DDO, which if it was on this one wouldn't be worth much because that's a crummy looking penny. Can't believe I'm on the 4th roll of this box and still haven't found a Wheatie. Just not turning up much out of this box. Way or 72. Huh. Well, right now I got a pile of 82s that I got away to sort through them. So it'll probably be a while before I start setting 72s aside hunting for treasure. I got a lot of stuff sitting here that needs to be looked at. No white AM there. That's one of the reasons I've started doing more of it in stream. Just so I don't have as many things sitting around waiting. I got so many coins sitting around here. I rolled up a bunch of pennies. I got to take them back next week. Now I'm going to be looking for a close AM, which of course I didn't get. But who knows, someday I might. Wouldn't that be fun? Two more in this roll. Hasn't really turned up anything exciting. All right, let's do one more roll. And then I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to reach way down in the bottom of the box. See if I get anything. I want one that's at least got a brown ender there. Both the enders on this one are brown and are not shield. So we'll try this roll. One for the road here. Of course, I opened it and everything inside looks like shield pennies. But there might be something in here. Yeah, I came home from Florida. The first thing I did was lose my mailbox key. I had left it with the lady that was taking care of M3, and she put it right back where it was supposed to be, and then I promptly lost it. Well, this morning I was taking my meds, and I reached down into my med bag, and I don't know how, but that's where my mailbox key was. So it's been missing for a few days. That was good. I had a couple of 50-cent pieces in there from Rick G's profit coins that I won in one of his giveaways a while back. They were uglies, two ugly 50-centers, but they still had a silver content, so I didn't care if they was ugly or not. I don't judge. No, I don't think M3 was responsible for that. I think Miss Susan had her meds out on the couch, putting them in the little box. And when I picked up all the bottles, I also picked up the key. No double ear on there. But always got to look. I keep hoping to find one of those because I think they're the funniest looking penny ever. I just do. I think they're funny. I'm like, how did they manage that? Yeah, I did not sleep well last night, and I'm trying not to take a nap today because I really need to sleep properly tonight. And I think that's what messed me up yesterday was I didn't, what in the world is that? 1999. Yuck. Anyway, I fell asleep on my sofa because I wasn't feeling well, and then I couldn't sleep all night. I woke up about every hour. Wasn't good. 71D. In the hopper it goes. Hi, Everything Treasure. Hi, Bill 457 on California time. Yeah. Nice looking ADD. I think if my book is handy, I'm going to look and see what the ADD in my book looks like. Okay, those are dimes and nickels. 74. Of course, the book I need will be the last one I pick up. Because I want to look at the ADD. Just to see, because this is a nice looking coin. And I may have something funkier in the book. Well, that one I'm not messing with because those were my friend Tommy's, and whatever he put in there, I'm leaving. But this book, no, this one doesn't go that far. So I guess I need another book for the 75s forward. We did car wash quarters on Monday, Bill, and we did find a couple good ones, including a Sally Ride. So yeah, I do the car wash quarters on Monday usually. Today I'm doing pennies out of a box that I got at the bank. I wasn't going to get a box, but when I went in, the girl asked me if I wanted one, because usually when I go in, I do get one. So since she asked, I went, yeah, I'll take one. But that I didn't plan to go in and get one. So that's just what happened. Nope, no close on that one. So I got in the car wash, I got two Mayas and a Sally Ride, a Guam that we needed for the book, because I'm gonna give that book away if I can get the last 2 quarters before the Jumpin June giveaway. But I don't want to get them by any other means than pocket change or car wash. Yeah, I need a lot of W's, and I need them to make a special W book. I haven't seen a W album, because I need, the book I have has spaces for the P's and D's, but not the W's. So my W's are in the little cardboard flippy things. And so I forget which ones I need for that reason. I have to go back and get in the box every time, and I don't like that. But that's the way I have them for right now. I got some stuff should be coming in the mail here in the next few days. Some of it will be in my collection, and some of it will become prizes. I will tell you, one of the prizes that's coming is a walker. So that's going to be a pretty dandy prize. I'm going to be giving away a walker. And I've got, for the detecting folks, a Garrett Fines apron that was donated by Dawn the Metal Detective. That was very kind of her. And some other stuff that's to be determined. I haven't chosen all the prizes yet. I kind of wait till the end, and the reason I do that is because sometimes something better falls into my lap and it's something I already have or whatever. And so then I can share something a little better, but I always have one really nice prize on both the detecting and the coin side, and then I fill it in with smaller things. I got some stuff coming from Handy Andy 73 Sixes box of broken hearts. Yeah, I don't have an album for walkers either. I just have them in my lockbox. They're not with my other stuff. My collection is so mismatched, and I really need to go through it and organize it, but I haven't really been up to that for a while. I'm just getting back into things. It's hot in here today. I turned the fan on, but I think I actually need to turn the AC on. It's almost 90 outside already, and the sun is beating in my window. And we're still not getting anything good out of this box. This is why I wasn't going to get one. Oh, my goodness. Where's the goodies? Where's all the good stuff? I'm not even getting hardly any copper. Pretty shabby. Let's see if we can get a close. Nope. I'd be happy with a Canadian. No double ear. And I just despise shield pennies. Biggest waste of resources in the history of coin making. Why am I doing that? Because from some angles, this looks like there's some doubling, but from other angles, not so much. Your mind went south. Yeah, I went south last week, and my mind went south when I got down there in the heat. I don't know what to think about this. The date looks some doubled on the 9 and the 3, but and it looks double on the 9 and the 3. But then when I turn it upside down, that kind of goes away, but I still see a little bit. And then when I turn it back this way, especially on the 3, it looks doubly. So, yep, that's what I think too. Machine doubling. That's the closest thing to interesting I've found in this whole row, Marley. No kidding. I mean, I think this is like the fifth roll out of this box, and I really haven't found much at all. But I'm in agreement with you. I think there may be some machine doubling on that one. Uh, I don't think it's like anything of any value. It was just something of interest because this has been one boring box so far. Uh, I'm easily amused at this point. Just trying to find anything that looks like something. Let's open one more. The Inspector General hasn't shown up yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me to move the shelves that I have that they're open shelving. They're not like a solid piece of furniture, but they may feel that they're blocking the window exit. And here's the thing, those shelves were here last year when they inspected and they didn't say a word about them. So if they say anything, none of the furniture has moved from last year's inspection. So I'm just curious to see if they're going to come back at me with something that was already the same as last year. Because last year I worked my butt off and they walked through. They were in here for about 2 minutes and they went out the door. Said I was fine. So we'll see. I have since pissed off the head honcho from North Carolina, so he may want to come in and nitpick. He got pissed off because I complained that a tenant made threatening gestures to me. Package total. Hello, hello. I'm not the only person that has complained about that tenant, but he didn't like it because I had a meeting with him and I recorded the meeting, and he slipped up and said something he should not have said, and now I have it on a recording. So it would actually be to his benefit not to come in here and piss me off. I've been back for a little while, Marley, probably about a month. And I actually am well enough now that I got to go to Florida and see my brother for that trip I was supposed to take almost 2 years ago. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try to share the photo of that. I've got a picture of me with my brother. Of course, I have my wig on in it. John Long silver rolls. Wife just found 4 Wheaties coin roll searching, and our son J-Man of the Metal Sharks found 2. Then out front with my Knox and a short hunt, I found 1 more. Well, send them over this way, John Long. I did really well on my last box. He knew I was recording. He just slipped. He was aware that I was recording. He just slipped and said something on the recording he didn't want recorded. But I had already made it aware to the office that I would be recording. I showed them the recording device. He just messed up because he lost his cool and said something that he shouldn't have said. And now he's trying to figure out how to get out of it. But there was also another witness in the room, so even if I didn't have it on recorded, I made sure there was another party there. So yeah, I know how to push his buttons a little bit and get him to say things that he probably shouldn't. And he did. Basically, we have a man here in our building that is stalking some of the female tenants, and we are very uncomfortable with him. And after he shook his fists at me one day, and called me some nasty names, I filed a formal complaint. I'm not the only one that's complained about him, but I'm the only one that wrote a letter to the main office and filed a formal complaint outlining the person's behavior, and they don't want to assume any responsibility. So apparently while I was gone, 3 more ladies went into the office and complained about him, and apparently one of them was in there crying, and it's a bad situation. Someone's going to get hurt if this company doesn't assume a little bit of responsibility for the behavior of their tenants. I also discovered that one of the tenants that they recently threw out should never have been here in the first place, because he was on the sexual predator register in the state of Virginia. So, well, I have already reported him to the police. At this point, I am walking around wearing a security camera that hangs from my neck. It looks like a "I've fallen and can't get up" button, but in actuality, it is a security camera. I have made it known to the management that it is a security camera, just so they know that if this man approaches me again, I will be recording his actions. The other night, when Dawn and I got back from Florida, we were out getting my things out of her vehicle, and that guy came out and got in his truck, which was parked right by Dawn's, and started it up like he was going to leave, only he didn't leave. He just sat there staring at us the whole time we were offloading my stuff. And I didn't have my camera on for that one, but I did have Dawn as a witness, and she does not live here. There's no reason why she would want to step forward, except that the gentleman was just creepy. But yeah, I talked to another neighbor yesterday, and she said there had been 3 more complaints while I was gone. So they're going to have to take some responsibility. They rented to him. Well, we're not in Florida. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Virginia, but we've got open carry here. If he wants to pursue it, I'll go get another gun. I don't have one at the moment, but I certainly could get one. If they want me to walk around here like vigilante justice, so be it. But no, none of the ladies that live here should feel that way. We should not have to deal with that guy. Oh yeah, white AM, that's what I was looking for. But yeah, it's just not right. And the management company doesn't want to assume any responsibility for the actions of any of the tenants here. At one point in time, they had rented the apartment upstairs to a man who was schizophrenic and not on his medication. And he threw a futon across his apartment and caused a whole bunch of things to fall off of my walls, because I live directly downstairs from him. And they wouldn't help pay for the damages or anything. Finally, enough of us called the police. They finally lured him out of his apartment and arrested him and took him away. But the apartments were doing nothing about it at all. Yeah, that was a nice 72, wasn't it? I put it in the copper hopper. I go back through the copper hopper later and look at my, compare them to my books. Yeah, Commonwealths are tricky. Uh, I really do not like living in Virginia. I'm trying desperately to get out. I'm on 2 waiting lists now in Michigan, trying to get up there. There's another 60s. Trying to get into the rent controlled up there, but nobody's moving now because of all the rent prices and everything. So I'm kind of just stuck sitting here on the waiting list. One of them told me I'm still 2 years back. I can't pay my neighbors. Yeah, I don't hang out with a lot of the people that live here. I have nothing in common with most of them. I have 3 people in this 40-unit building that I even visit with. One of them, she's so funny. She'd been here about 2 days, and she knew by the stickers on my car where my head was at, and she came walking up to me one day and she said, "Is it just me, or does this place make you feel like you walked into the movie Deliverance?" If you know the movie Deliverance, you'll know what she was saying. And I burst out laughing because yes, it does. Hi, Linda Wallace. How you doing, sweetheart? Glad to see you. I'm slowly starting to see some of my old people's come back in. Makes me very happy. One person's waved back to you in 8 years. That's the way I feel about this place. Yeah. I can't afford to live in Florida. I was raised in Florida, but I cannot afford to live there on my income, and their Medicaid laws are so screwed up, they will not help me pay for a medication that keeps me alive. So I cannot live there. And actually, where I need to be is back in Michigan because of the health issues I have. The University of Michigan is one of the top, oop, there's a 22, one of the top places in the country for research on autoimmune disorders. I have 9 of them. No double ear on there. In fact, I had a brain biopsy done about a month ago, and I assumed they were sending my biopsy sample to Duke University in North Carolina. But that's not what happened. When the specialist called me back and said that they had gotten my results back, she said, "We got your results back from the University of Michigan." Now, I've been trying to get back to Michigan for 2 years. So I burst out laughing, and this lady had no clue why I was laughing at that. And I explained to her that I was trying to get back to Michigan, and I was glad to know that at least part of me made it back there. Nope, no why. But for that reason, I need to get back to Michigan because they really do have the experts in what I need, and their Medicaid does help pay. I have one medication that is $7,000 a month. Obviously, on my $800 Social Security, I cannot afford to pay for that without some help. Personally, I don't believe any medication should cost that much, but sadly, they do. So I cannot afford to live in my home state of Florida. I'm just grateful that I finally got to go down there and visit my brother. He is the last of our family that lives there, and he is my older brother, has a lot of the same health issues that I do. So I was very, very happy. I had money given to me almost 2 years ago to go see him, and then COVID prevented it from happening. And I just sat on that money and sat on that money. And then Dawn, the metal detective, got a hold of me, and she said, "Hey, I'm going to go down to Florida. Um, if you want to go, my aunt lives like an hour from your brother." So she offered to pay for the gas, and I used my money to pay for a couple of nights of hotel. So the first 3 days of our trip, we each went our own separate ways. She went metal detecting with Swamp Rat Nation, and that video is now online. And I went and stayed with my brother for a few days. And then Dawn and I went over to the west coast of Florida. We were supposed to go detecting with Simon from the Weedy Boys, but his wife got sick. And we were supposed to go with Florida Thunder digging with Rob, and he got COVID. So we just ended up doing some beach detecting over there and decided we are not beach people. I'm too old now and too unstable on my feet to really walk well on the beach. And Dawn didn't particularly enjoy it either. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick to dirt, just because, especially in the loose, it's way too hard for me at my age. And having just had to learn how to walk all over again last year, I felt a little unstable. So, yeah, I've got some really clean zincs that I've already set aside, and I'm setting aside 22s right now. But yeah, the ones you pull out of the ground, they're deteriorated 3 weeks after they come out of the mint. If they hit the dirt, what in the world? That is a worn penny. Look how worn this penny is. And I don't think it's even that. It's only an 88. Look how worn down it is. That thing's been rode hard and put up wet. Yep, this is the last roll for right now. But, yeah, I have set a number of nice looking zincs aside, put them in the little 2-inch cardboards to try to preserve them, but they still get milk spots on them. Even if you put them in something, they just don't hold up. They were the biggest waste of time ever to come out of the mint. I hate them. I hate them. Hi, Doug. I'm so happy to see everybody hanging out today. It's going to be a good day. Got to be better than yesterday. I'm just glad I didn't get sick like that when I was on my trip. I never know what's going to happen. I think I ate something that didn't agree with me or something. I don't know. But I feel better today, so it's all good. I could still go detecting tomorrow. There's a copper for the hopper. Yeah, we have not found a single weedy yet. Not a single one. There's got to be one in here somewhere. There's another 60s. Hey. Got a little bit of a headache today. I don't see anything looking like a DDO on there. That's unfortunate. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to find in a penny box? Something. Yeah, I do watch Metal Sharks periodically. I also have a plastic shovel. We're going to talk about shovels on tonight's show, as a matter of fact, shovels and scoops. Because one of the things we're going to discuss is things that I bought that I ended up not liking. And I want everybody to think about that, with their detecting equipment. Is there something that you bought that everybody said, oh, you'll really like it, and you got it and you didn't? Well, I've got one of those stories, and it involves shovels and scoops. My never ending quest to find the elusive digging equipment, because I have wasted a pile of money. Yeah, that 71 was pretty sweet too. I go back through the copper hopper and compare those to what I have in my books and see if I can do an upgrade. No DDO there. Because sometimes I do find some better ones. There's a 64. That's what I'm doing with all these 60s that I'm setting aside. I've got some 60s in my books that aren't too sanitary. So I'm going to work on my 60s, trying to get them looking a little bit better quality ones in the books. Because I do go back through the coppers, especially on this wood box, because I'm not getting very many. Let's see if we can get a wide AM here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Pooey. Pee. As my friend Kathy used to say. She couldn't just say pee. Well, I had a good friend that I was supposed to do all this detecting stuff with. His name was Tom White, and he was from Florida. And he was a race car driver and race car fabricator. If you watch NASCAR, you might be familiar with a young man named Aric Almirola. Tommy built all of his cars up until he went into the big NASCAR series. But Tommy was getting where his back and stuff were not, he was not able to really work on a lot of the race car fabricating anymore. And we had planned on, he was a tremendous designer, and he was designing some new tools to use in metal detecting. And unfortunately, we never got any of them done because he had a stroke and passed away. But it was something we were looking at. I had showed him all the different things that I had bought and broken, and other people's videos where they were showing things that they had bought that didn't work out too well and had broken or just were not performing to a standard. And right now I'm trying to get into his laptop. His laptop broke, and I'm trying to get that fixed because those designs are in there, I'm pretty sure. And I have another fabricator friend in Florida that knew Tommy, and I'm gonna, if I can find the designs, I'm going to see if I can work with him and get those, at least a prototype of them, produced so that I can try them out and see if our designs would have actually done something. Used to stay with friends at the mountaintop in New Galax back in the 50s. And I'm stuck in Galax. I didn't intend to live here for longer than 3 months. I was supposed to just be staying in my sister's cabin, but unfortunately, God decided I was supposed to stay here for a while, and I had a pulmonary embolism and almost died. And I have been in recovery ever since, trying to get better, and I lost my spot on my waiting list in Michigan. So now I'm back on the waiting list for 2 different apartments up there. And the waiting lists are no longer moving the way they did because of all the rent increases. People don't want to move, so I'm having a hard time getting a spot up there that I can afford. I was initially going to buy a motorhome. I was within 3 days of picking it up when I had my embolism. And so I lost that. And now I don't think I could live on my own in a motorhome on a long-term basis. I may still attempt to do it on a short-term basis if I can't get something up there pretty soon, because I need to be up there for medical reasons. I have to travel almost 150 miles each way to see the specialists that I need down here, and that's just not feasible on a long-term basis. So I've really got to get myself up there somehow. So, and it's very difficult when your income is under $1,000 a month to find a place you can afford to live in. There's a 62 that looks pretty good. We'll hold on to that. So I did go out and sell a bunch of things out of my storage over Memorial Day weekend. They have a big flea market in Hillsville, Virginia, thousands of vendors, and I went out there and I did make a little bit of money. They have another one coming up Labor Day. I'm already prepping for it. I'm sorting everything that's in my storage, getting rid of a lot of stuff. So you're probably going to be seeing me selling a bunch of things on my other channel, my jewelry and home decor channel. And I have a yard sale channel I haven't done anything with for years, but I'm probably going to be back on that. And I think I'm done looking at pennies for right now. We've done 6 rolls, and we really haven't produced a whole lot. We did get 1, 2. This is from all 6 rolls. And I don't have gloves on, and I should. 3, 4. 4 2022s, 6 2022s, a Lincoln Formative Years, and what is this that I saved? Oh, this is that 82 with the funny looking mint mark that we haven't figured out yet. So that's about all that's come out of the rolls thus far. And I'll probably pick back up on these tomorrow, because tonight's show is my metal detecting show. That comes on at 6 Eastern, Sweeping the Dirt. So I'm going to go get some stuff done. I'll be back at 6 p.m. We did sign 3 more people up for a chance to win the Jumpin June Gift-A-Way. We got Lucky James Eller, Sandy Johnson, and Paula Abrams got spots today. So we will see y'all later. Thank you, Mikey, for putting my jewelry channel up there. It's been inactive for a while, but I'm going to be doing that again soon. I have a lot of things still in my inventory that I am going to be trying to liquidate. I don't know what this penny is. It just fell off my desk. It's not from the box. Okay, it's just a 60. A 60s. Just put it over there. Alrighty, we'll see everybody later on, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thank y'all for stopping in. Please hit the like button on the way out. And if you're not subscribed, please do that. I would appreciate it so much. You can come and hear me make my snarky remarks. That's kind of what the Deadbeat Club is. The Deadbeat Club is just sit around and shoot the breeze. No particular format. And it's named after a song by a band called the B-52s from Athens, Georgia. And one of the reasons that I chose the Deadbeat Club, besides the obvious, is the fact that they make a mention in the song Deadbeat Club about sitting around listening to a song called 96 Tears. And I happen to work for the band that recorded 96 Tears. I don't get paid, but I work with them anyway because I love them. So I'll see y'all later, 6 o'clock. Be there or be square. Bye, everybody.